Hi everyone and welcome to my channel.
Today I'm going to be slaying my hair and my makeup, just like an easy everyday get ready with me type video. Everything I use in this video I'll make sure to link in the description box below. So right now I've got my Ossilee hair, Aliexpress hair. It's a wig, human hair wig, and it's 24 inches lace frontal. And as you can see, I've already bleached the knots, and I've also added some foundation to my wig cap and also the lace front. Personally, I think bleaching the knots is important, but I mean, other people can say otherwise. I just feel like it makes the closure look extra sleek. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just taking my wrap set mousse from olive oil and I'm just laying down any flyaways. I don't need that much product. I'm just laying it down so that I can make sure that my parting is super straight and just clean. Like, just want a clean parting before I get styling. Just making sure that the parting is straight. Just taking a bit more of that wrap set mousse and just laying down the baby hairs that are just all over the place. And now I'm taking my L'Oreal LV Frizz Ease serum. I'm just getting a little bit of that and just rubbing it into the wig. I like to make sure, like, you know, the wig is well kept and looked after, just as, you know, I was doing my own hair.
And now you can sit back and just enjoy watching me style my hair.
So now I'm about to slay my makeup. I'm using the Fenty Beauty primer, the hydrating primer. I believe it's soft silk, but everything will be in the description box below. I'm just rubbing that into my skin. I have really dry skin, so I just want to make sure that I get all the corners. Now I'm using my MAC eyebrow pencil in Spiked. Just brushing through my hairs, my brow hairs, and then I'm just going to fill them in like every other person does. It's nothing special, honestly. I just follow the shape of my brows. Then I'm just brushing through the brows and just making sure that, you know, it looks fluffy. So now I'm just using my JUVIA'S Magic Concealer in the color 12, and I'm just going to highlight underneath my brows. Also, you don't have to use this concealer or any of the products that I use, like whatever works with you guys is great. I mean, if you want to use this method, please let me know. I'll be happy to see what you guys do. Fenty Beauty again. I've got the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 430, and I'll be using like 1.5 pumps, maybe a bit more, of this foundation, which is quite little. I'll just spread that all over my face, just dotted everywhere. I'll use a beauty blender to blend everything in seamlessly. So yeah, I'm just buffing in my foundation, like so. I don't really like using brushes. I used to, like, I don't mind brushes, but I feel like beauty blenders are just quicker and they don't leave streaks. So I'm using my JUVIA'S concealer again and just putting a little bit under my eye. Honestly, with this concealer, a little goes a long way. I think I put some on my nose, and I think I got overboard at this point. I've realized I put too much, but honestly, this concealer, is so creamy, so lovely. I think it's my favorite concealer, dare I say, at the moment. So I'm just using the brush to just blend it in the highlight on my nose, my chin, and then I use my beauty blender to just finish it off and blend everything in together. So now I'm just blending in the concealer underneath my eyes, and as you can see, I'm pulling it down. I'm not really dragging it to where my ear is. I want it to go further down my cheek. So that's a little trick that I do. Obviously, you know, some might end up on the corner of your eye. I mean, that happens sometimes, but for the most part, I like to bring it down my cheek. And I just use the residue to just go over my eyes as well. And now I am taking the JUVIA'S concealer, or is it the foundation stick, sorry. JUVIA'S foundation stick, and I am just using a brush to just contour the top of my nose and making it blend in with my brows. This foundation stick is also so creamy, like so nice, goes on really smoothly. Now I'm going to take the same foundation stick and I'm going to contour. I'm going to contour my cheeks. And just blend that out with a foundation brush. Making sure it's all blended in so you don't get any harsh lines. Doing my jawline and then taking a bit on the brush to contour my forehead. Now, I know it's a bit much, but I just want to take some of that concealer again, just a little bit, and blend it in. I just want it to be a little bit brighter under my eye. Wasn't sure if this will make a huge difference, but to me it did in the mirror, so yeah. Just going back and just contouring again where it got lost. And now I'm using the back of my beauty blender to just blend everything in seamlessly. And then I just spray my face with setting spray to lock everything in. Now I'm just using my SACHA Buttercup powder and then just setting where I highlighted. I even go over my lid just because, it can get a little bit oily. But I'm just literally setting where I highlighted. Then that's under my eyes, on my nose, my forehead, my chin. And now I use the back of my beauty blender to cut off my contour just to make it a bit more prominent. Gives it more of a defined look. So now I'm I'm going to use my contour brush to just blend out every bit of powder on my face. I don't like to keep it for too long because I don't really want to bake. I mean, the yellow does enough. Once you put it on, it's like it just sits there, and I didn't want too much powder on my face, especially because I've got dry skin. Hence why I sprayed my face with setting spray in between. So now I'm using my MERCIER powder in translucent medium deep, and I'm just going to use the back of my foundation, or the back of my beauty blender, sorry, to press that in, and then just tap that in all over my face. Even where I put the lighter powder, I just put that everywhere, even over my contour. It just helps everything just blend in so nicely. Then I use my big powder brush and just dust everything away and blend everything in. So it's like marrying everything together, so it's not so blotchy. Oh, I'm just showing you there that even after doing that, the contour is still showing. Just making sure I get it under that band so it all ties in seamlessly. At this point now, I feel like really dry, but we're not done yet. We're still going to use the MOCHA MAMI bronzer, Fenty Beauty bronzer. I'm just going to use this bronzer to bronze my nose, well, contour my nose where I contoured it before, and just go over it. I prefer using this to a harsh contour powder because it just looks more bronzed and more glowy, I guess. I don't know, I just like using it. I just make sure I get it under my brows. It just ties in really well. And I'm using my brush again to just use that bronzer to just bronze my face. So I get my cheeks. At this point, I feel like this brush wasn't doing any justice, so I thought, let me get another brush and just like swirl it in. I just get my forehead, just bronzing everywhere. And I get my setting spray and just set everything together. Now I'm using my NYX mascara. I'm just gonna pop that on my lashes.
POJ the beat.
And at this point I realised, you know, I shouldn't have done the mascara first. But it doesn't matter. getting my OPV Beauty Spotlight palette. And now I'm going to take this beautiful brown shade, which is called Dazzle Night, and I'm just going to tap that into the outer corner of my lid, using a circular motion to just buff that in, taking it up to my brow bone, bringing it to the center of my lid, and making sure that it's just all flawless and seamless. I really love this technique. It just makes the eyeshadow just go on so effortlessly. Now I just realized that, you know, my battery died and it didn't pick up anything that I did regarding my eyeshadow. So I used Dazzle Night on the outer corner of my lid, and then I used Focus in the center of my lid, and on top of Focus I used Uplifting. I just love this color. In my inner corner, my tear ducts, I used Exhibit. And then I just used a pair of my own unbranded lashes. So onto lips, I'm using JUVIA'S Place lip liner in the shade KOLA. I'm just rubbing my lips in just to bring the liner to the center just a little bit. And then for lipstick, I'm using Sleek Sheen lipstick in the shade Naked. And then I'm just going back in with this lip liner to just define my lips a bit more. And then I'm going to take NYX's Butter Gloss in the shade Ginger Snap. I just put a little bit on my bottom lip and I just blend it all together. I love this combination.
So that's it, guys. You can sit back and enjoy watching to the end. So thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I really hope you enjoyed it.
Please make sure you like, you comment, subscribe, and even share with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you. Bye.